It was Bernardo Osuna of ESPN. Now, Bernardo, my first question is Mayweather, McGregor. Will it live up to the expectations that fight fans have?
How many times have we been disappointed by the big name fights that don't live up to the hype? I think it's very hard, especially because the expectations are sky high. Everyone expects, Conor McGregor to come out and try to knock Floyd out. Same thing, people expect Floyd to come out and knock him out. But really, when you look at it, Floyd is Floyd. I mean, he has made a very good living, $1 billion living, basically making guys miss and making guys look bad. And not just any guys. I mean, Hall of Famers. When you look at the list of fighters that have not had their best night against Floyd, whether it be Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo Alvarez, Manny Pacquiao, Miguel Cotto, Shane Mosley. I mean, we could go on and on. And he's a phenomenon on the defensive side, but he's not going to go out and blaze McGregor like some people expect. So I just think at the end of the day, we're going to get a dominant fight from Floyd Mayweather, who's going to use his IQ and go out there and just dominate Conor McGregor.
Let's move forward. Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G. Now that is a fight that should live up to the expectations. That is a real fight. Mayweather McGregor is an event. This is a fight. How excited are you about that? I'm
extremely excited because this is a fight that boxing fans have been asking for a long time. And I think had we gotten this fight when we all wanted it 2 years ago, I think it wouldn't have been as competitive. I think at that point, I think it would have been a knockout for Gennady Golovkin. Just Canelo, much like when you look at the situation with Floyd Mayweather, wasn't ready. I think with the amount of improvement that we've seen in Canelo Alvarez and him moving up to a legitimate 160-pound weight class, now it's a competitive fight. I see a 51-49% in favor of Triple G still, but anything can happen that night. Both guys are explosive. Both guys have the ability to box. They both have their deficiencies, so there's enough weak spots that the others can exploit, and there's enough positives in their arsenal that can make it an explosive night.
Let's talk about ESPN and Top Rank, the deal that they have in place. We have been able to see 2 pound-for-pound fighters on ESPN. That's Terrence Crawford and Vasily Lomachenko, and then we have another previous pound-for-pound fighter in Manny Pacquiao. I think he was still in the pound-for-pound list. How exciting is that to see these type of fighters on ESPN and not have to see them on premium cable television like HBO and Showtime?
I think it's amazing to be able to showcase this level of talent on ESPN. People get it on their basic cable package and they're not paying an extra penny to watch a fight. And I think really people are tired of paying extra money for big fights that don't deliver. Here, I mean, we've already seen Terrence Crawford unify the 140-pound weight class in spectacular fashion. We've seen Vasily Lomachenko look spectacular, and I hope to be able to see him by the end of the year against Rigondeaux. And if that fight happens, I mean, you're talking about 2 multiple gold medalists and world champions at the elite level of boxing. So that's going to be amazing if and when it happens. And the fact that you get Manny Pacquiao in one of his final fights, a fighter who's made history, winning titles in 8 different weight divisions, a man who everybody knows, who got almost 4 million viewers on ESPN, and that's what boxing needs, to be re-energized. And I think that's the important part of this deal, to re-energize boxing, because there are a lot of storylines. Every fighter has something to say about where they came from, what inspired them to become who they are, and there's no rougher sport to do it in than boxing. So to bring boxing back to the forefront is going to be spectacular.
All right, thank you. Here with Bernardo Osuna of ESPN, commentator, analyst, one of the best guys in boxing. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.